Hello, my name is Jacqueline Pollauf, and today I wanted to share a short video related to string changing. Now, I have a whole set of in-depth videos about replacing strings that I put together some time ago, and in those I talk about the different materials and I demonstrate how to replace a string step by step, so I'm not going to talk about any of that today. Instead, what I wanted to go over is what to do if you need to adjust the string because it's wound around the tuning pin too many times up here at the top. And this is quite a straightforward fix, so this will just be a short video going over adjusting the number of winds. For an example harp, we have a Lion and Healy Troubadour 4, and we'll be working with nylon strings, but this also can apply to gut strings. And I've zoomed in here for a shot of where these strings come up to the top of the harp and wrap around the tuning pins. And if you take a look at this C string here, the red one, you can see that it's in pretty good shape because the string winds around, and then between where the last wind is and the neck of the harp, the wooden part over here, there's a little bit of a gap, and you can see the metal of the tuning pin there. So that looks pretty good. But by contrast, this B string next to it is not in good shape because it winds around so many times that where the string stops winding, it's almost touching the neck, the wooden part of the harp. So what we're going to do is we're going to adjust that string so it has less winds and looks more like this one. As I mentioned, this is quite easy to fix. Even though these strings have been on the harp for some time and are all trimmed off here at the top, all we have to do is use the tuning key to unwind the string a bit, then pull it up so it's a bit more taut and rewind it. So that's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and put my tuning key on the B string here, and then I'll start turning it back towards myself, the same way you would turn it to make the string a bit more flat. And you can see that the string is growing looser and looser and all kind of looping around there, which is just what we want. At this point, all we need to do is pull the string through the tuning pin a bit more so that the string is more taut. And sometimes the string doesn't really want to cooperate with that, so you might have to both pull it from the top and kind of shove it a bit from the bottom to get it to pull through. But there we go. Now, of course, when this string was put on the first time, because it's a nylon string and not a wire string, it was pulled up taut before winding. And what happens is that as the string is on the harp, it really stretches. That's why new strings go out of tune so frequently, and you just have to keep tuning and tuning them because the string is stretching. So all of this excess here that we were just able to pull up through the harp is because the string has now stretched, and so you can make it more taut than you could when initially putting the string on. At this point, all we need to do is to wind the string up in the same way you would when replacing any nylon or gut string. So I'll just go ahead and make sure that it's tucked there and in the correct position behind the lever. And then I'll add my tuning key and just hold the tail with this hand, kind of using my pinky to guide the string so that it lays quite nicely there as it's winding up. And there we go. Now it's all in place with less winds around the tuning pin. Then you will need to tune the string so that it's back in tune, but other than that, everything is all set, and that's how you adjust to have less winds around the tuning pin with a string. I'll go ahead and put some links below in the description to my other videos about changing strings, but I hope you found this video useful, and good luck to you with your own strings.